but here we are Tuesday, and we've got a busy week ahead, haven't we? So I'll wrap up at the end and remind everybody about what we've got coming up this week. But first of all, tonight, delighted to welcome Not in the Guidebooks. Really popular with our agents is this supplier because they're sustainable, they're local, it's all the values that we love, and I think is sought after in today's market, because I think, you know, many customers have gone beyond just traveling and lying on a beach. They want to make the most of their trip, experiencing something local just makes that trip more memorable. So hopefully Debbie's going to share some ideas with us. But before we get started, I've got Geraldine with me who will be asking all the questions. And I don't know about you, but it's quite stormy over here. If you lose connectivity, just log off and log on again, or refresh your screen. It is a busy time, so there'll be lots of people on various devices in the same household. The session is being recorded, so it will be available in your back office. Normally takes about 48 hours to upload. And if you have a question, hit the question box and type in your question, and Geraldine will come up with the answer at the end. So without further ado, absolutely delighted to welcome Debbie Snowden from Not in the Guidebooks. Debbie, thank you. Welcome back. We love having you.
Thank you, Tricia. Appreciate that. I love being back. So thank you and welcome, everybody.
Good. Okay. Well, I'll put myself on mute and just leave it to you now, Deb. We'll be back at the end. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, Tricia. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate that. Let's crack straight on because I've got lots of things to cover tonight. So first of all, let's just tell you a little bit about Not in the Guidebooks for those of you that don't know. At Not in the Guidebooks, we think that when you travel, you shouldn't just see the place you're visiting, you should experience it. And to us, that means really getting under the skin of the place you're visiting. So Not in the Guidebooks, as Tricia said, was really created to champion travel done properly. And to us, that means no big group tours, no impersonal visits to typical tourist traps, just simply authentic local experiences that get your customers off the beaten track. And like Tricia says, helping them create meaningful connections with new peoples, places, cultures, whilst traveling sustainably and responsibly. And these are the kind of experiences that Not in the Guidebooks provide: local, immersive and responsible. So we work with small local businesses and independent hosts to source and deliver these experiences. And when we talk about local, we mean we've scoured the earth looking for truly authentic experiences that will allow your customer to not just see the place, but actually experience it in a responsible manner that supports that local community. And when we talk about immersive, to us that means rather than huge groups of tourists and kind of overwhelming local infrastructure, we will only partner with local guides and small operatives. And that way your customers will experience a place from a really unique perspective of someone who knows it intimately and is really passionate about what they do. And then finally, responsible, again, to us, that means your customers' money will be helping local communities, the people who deserve it most. So booking a Not in the Guidebooks experience will go towards preserving and supporting cultures and traditions rather than diluting them. And it will go to the friendly guides who are really proud to show you around where they live. So Not in the Guidebooks is for curious, responsible travellers who don't want to be part of a large group tour and sit on a crowded tourist bus, but they want to find the very best things to do whilst they travel and different things to do whilst they travel, whilst supporting the local area that they're visiting. And Not in the Guidebooks is for travel agents who care about travel done properly and are perhaps looking to offer something a little bit different for their customers, maybe inspire them to try something new. And Not in the Guidebooks is for local hosts who want to share their best kept secrets. They operate independently, but they want to access travellers who care about sustainable and responsible travel. And they're really, as I say, passionate about what they do and want to share their best kept secrets. And finally, Not in the Guidebooks is for the planet because we all have a duty to preserve and protect that. So Not in the Guidebook finds truly unique things to do. We fit authentic local experiences directly into your customer's itinerary, whether you centre it around one of our longer experiences or simply add a few day experiences to an existing trip. It will help your customers create amazing memories, and it will mean they're travelling sustainably and supporting local communities, wildlife and the environment. So what types of experiences do we offer? Well, the best way to sum up our experiences is to say that they're modular and diverse. And by modular, we mean we offer day experiences, so just a few hours up to a full day. We offer mini breaks, so perhaps just 2 or 3 nights. And then we offer longer adventures, anything from 4 or 5 days up to 2 weeks in length. And you can see some of the examples there, which is just a very small selection of what we offer. And by diverse, we mean anything from getting hands-on with local cooking, perhaps on one of our foodie holidays, chilling out on one of our yoga and well-being retreats, encountering wildlife in their natural setting and in a kind and sustainable way on one of our wildlife holidays. Or maybe getting creative, things such as painting or learning to salsa dance. We've got language holidays, or even quirky experiential stays in tree houses, pods, shepherd's huts. Are just a few of the things that we offer. And we offer experiences around the world. So we've got worldwide destinations like Costa Rica, Cambodia, South Africa, Australia, Vietnam. We've got great coverage in Europe, in Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, Greece, plus lots of others. And we've got lots of experiences right here in the UK, which of course is very popular right now. So let's take a closer look at when you can perhaps use Not in the Guidebooks. Let's start in the UK, as obviously, like I say, that's popular right now. We've got a range of quirky mini break stays in the UK, which are proving to be very, very popular. Lots of them are already very booked up for the summer. But as you get into September and beyond, there's still some quite good availability. We've got anything from cottage stays to yurt retreats, glamping pods, shepherd's huts. So we'll have a quick look at some of them. This is something very new for us. It only launched, I think, about 9 or 10 days ago, and I have to say it's gone completely mad. It's a brand new one. As I say, it's proved to be a bestseller already for us, and it's our iconic camper van adventure. So this is basically touring in our iconic VW camper van. There's 3 camper vans to choose from. They've each got a name: Daisy, Winnie or Heidi, and you can really get truly off the beaten track in one of these iconic vehicles. They're available to collect from Lancaster on either a Monday or Friday, and it's for a minimum of 3 nights. So they're great for exploring the Lake District, Yorkshire, or even to venture into Scotland. So as I say, a very popular one. And I might just share with you a little video. So that's just an example of one of our short social videos that you're welcome to use on your own social pages. We'll talk more about those later, and where you can download copies of that. Hopefully you all heard that. Now let's have a look at some other mini breaks. This is a fabulous little break in Cornwall with a really great host called David. On this break, it's a private walking retreat. You'll enjoy 2 nights in a rustic, cosy, self-catered rural accommodation, as you can see in the picture there. You'll have 1 full day of hiking with David, and he'll take into account your ability or your customer's ability, and how far they want to go and what they'd like to see, and adapt the tour accordingly. The little tiny house that you stay in comes with a private bedroom and living space. It's got a cosy log burner, as well as a private kitchen and bathroom facilities. It's got its own decking, fire pit, hammock and private garden. And it's a great price. It's just from £360 per couple. And as I say, that includes 2 nights accommodation and a full day of hiking, or however long they want. And if your customers do want to add an extra night on at the accommodation, they can do that as well. So a really nice one, that one. Another one in Cornwall is our yurt retreat. This one's just a development of 3 yurts with stunning views of the countryside, and it's only a stone's throw from the beach. Each yurt benefits from its own private bathroom in a block, but it's all completely private, which obviously is really important right now. There is a communal kitchen area too, and it's a dog-friendly place as well. So if you customers have got a pooch they want to take along, they can do in these yurts. Again, each yurt's got a nice wood burner too. The yurts are open from April through to the end of September. This one I think has been the most popular with Intelli. I've had lots of bookings from Intelli agents on this one. It's our quirky cottage stay in Cumbria. It's super cozy inside. It's got its own again wood burning fire. It's also got an outdoor bathtub, if you can see in the picture, which looks amazing. It's a true getaway from it all setting on the Netherby estate in Cumbria. It's just £250 for a 2-night stay. As I say, this one is popular. It is full now until the end of September, apart from the odd date, but it's good to book for October onwards, and it's super cozy for winter stays. So get that one booked now because it is really popular, and it does book up in advance. Recently added is a collection of 5 converted eco barns in Pembrokeshire. The eco theme here is 85% of the energy used to run these barns is generated on site, which is great. The barns sleep anywhere from 4 to 7 in each barn, and they're beautifully decorated and offer a real country adventure. So you can see the prices there from just £94 per night based on a 7-night stay. So check those out on the website. Another recent addition, I think this has only been on the site probably 2 or 3 weeks. Again, very, very popular. It's a quirky, unique shepherd's hut stay in Skipton in North Yorkshire, so right on the edge of the beautiful Yorkshire Dales National Park. The shepherd's hut is really quaint with a really spacious interior. It's very modern. It's got a clean ensuite shower room, a fully equipped kitchen. It includes a fridge, hob, oven, kettle, toaster, you name it, it's got it. Of course, the kitchen sink too. And again, there's also a log burner, so really good for winter stays as well. And a great price, starting from £104 per night. And if you want, you can add breakfast onto that as well. So a really nice one there. And then our Shropshire hot tub retreat, which again has been a popular one with Intelli agents. Again, quite booked up, certainly for weekends, but there is some availability. There's actually 3 pods on this development. And up until recently, they only had 2 open because they only had 2 private bathrooms. But they've now added a 3rd private bathroom, which means they can open up the other pod. So there is some availability for that. That pod only sleeps 2 people. The others sleep up to 4, so 2 adults, 2 children. All of the pods have a lovely hot tub, so really lovely, and they're in a great position in Shropshire, just on the Welsh borders. And then into Northern Ireland, quite close to the Republic's border. This is truly a retreat to get away from it all. There's a selection of accommodation here, including pods, a shepherd's hut and a cottage sleeping up to 6 people. And the host that runs this actually is a very experienced wood turner. So if they want to get hands-on and try something a little bit different, they could try their hand at wood turning, perhaps create themselves a bowl or something, and they can do that with the host. Now, there is a dedicated page on our website for all our unique, quirky accommodation. So you'll find all the glamping pods, yurts on there. You'll also find details of our Aurora cabins in Finland, which I'll talk about a little bit more. As I say, UK is obviously really popular at the moment. You'll know better than I will that, you know, availability is going to be tight. But as I say, if you can't get customers away over the peak months, don't write them off. Send them on a nice winter trip somewhere. So let's move up to Scotland now. We've got some lovely Scottish tours, small group tours, so no more than 8 on a tour, most departing from central Edinburgh, so really easy to join. Just get the train up to Edinburgh and join the tour. It includes all of these tours include accommodation, most meals, all baggage transportation, and of course a local guide. So as you can see there, we've got a very popular Highland Railway and Hills. So this tour is done nearly all by rail, which as I say is really popular at the moment. We've got our West Highland Way adventure and our Walking Whisky and Wildlife tour, which are both walking tours. Again, the West Highland Way's had quite a lot of coverage on TV, so one that customers may well ask for because it's certainly on a lot of people's bucket lists. We've got an Orkney Islands tour as well. That's not on here, but it's been very popular with us. And then we've also got a trail running retreat in the Cairngorm. So if you've got quite active customers that like running, perhaps you want to recommend that one to them. And then some other bits in Scotland. We've got we've got a couple of cooking experiences. We've got a romantic adventure escape for 2 in the Scottish Highlands. This one's not for the faint-hearted, so it's a 2-night stay in quite a rustic shepherd's hut, but you get whitewater rafting and cliff jumping included. So quite exciting. Good price there, £270 for 2 people. I've talked about the trail running retreat, and we've also got an awesome Arran weekend as well, where you get hands-on trying different things in Scottish traditions. So got another movie for you to watch here. This is just an example of one of our short social videos that, again, you're welcome to share. If you want copies, you can download them from our agent dashboard. Let's see if this one will play. This one is on Scotland itself. And now we're going to Wales, where we've got a great selection of yoga retreats. We've got adventure breaks with whitewater rafting. We've got coasteering and kayaking. We've even got some tree houses. Again, we've got another trail running camp. So again, if you've got customers that are interested in running, it's a really good way to go on a trail running camp because you'll be with a guide who'll take you on trails that you'd never really find on your own. And we've even got a cycle a day experience. So if you've got a keen group of cyclists who want to book a private mountain biking retreat, then we can do that for them too. And here's some adventure breaks in England. We've got anything from cycling or walking in the Cotswolds in completely private tours. We've got some adventure breaks in Cornwall, surfing and wild camping in Cornwall. Got photography breaks in Kent or the New Forest, and we've got lots of paddleboarding adventures as well, which is really popular at the moment, stand-up paddleboarding. So lots of those too. And then finally, this one's relatively new for us. It takes in Scotland, Wales and England. It's our 3 Peaks adventure. We've got departures in July and September. They're set departures. And this one includes 6 nights accommodation and obviously 6 incredible walks. Most importantly, on something like this, it includes a knowledgeable and fun guide. So definitely one for the bucket list and not for the faint-hearted. So, and it doesn't stop there. If you've simply got customers that, you know, perhaps can't get away and just perhaps are heading out for a day trip, you can still offer not in the guidebooks. We've got anything from whisky tours in Glasgow and Edinburgh, cycle tours in the Scottish cities and Highlands. We've got foraging, cycling or hiking in Wales and in England. We've got secret bike tours and gin tours in London, kayaking in the Lake District, punting in Cambridge, vegan food tours in York. And then in Cornwall, we've got anything from surfing, caving or coasteering. So it's a really fabulous selection of day experiences. And not many people, not many customers will know that the travel agent can book these, so it just gives you something extra that you can sell. We're actually having a bit this week, we're on our agents Facebook group, we're actually showcasing some of our UK day experiences. So if you haven't signed up to the Not in the Guidebooks agents Facebook page, do go on there and you can get a really good overview of what day experiences we've got in the UK. Quite good for perhaps promoting for half term and summer holidays. So let's now move on to some of the other types of holidays and destinations where you might be able to use Not in the Guidebooks, because we're not just all UK. You know, what if you've got customers that are perhaps interested in learning a new skill or enhancing a new, an existing one whilst they're away? Perhaps they learnt a new language during lockdown and they want to expand on those skills. We've got lots of options, including French, Italian, Spanish and German options for language. Or maybe they'd like something a bit more creative and perhaps fancy a painting, photography or cooking break. And we've also got more active learning experiences like surfing, horse riding, cycling, trekking, or even learning salsa or flamenco dance, or learning the flamenco guitar. So if we take a closer look at some of these, first of all, I'm going to start with our Greek holiday. This is a fabulous trip where you immerse yourself in real Greek island life. It's a 7-night Greek cookery holiday in Poros. And it's not only a culinary experience, but a cultural one too. So you've got a friendly and fun Greek host, Chef Katerina, where you'll discover the gastronomical delights of this beautiful area, learning about the historical roots of traditional Greek cooking, as well as learning how to cook both traditional and modern Greek dishes. Basically, the aim of this course is to give you the skills to cook fabulous Greek dishes from the region, so that you can cook them when you come home. So all cooking courses are hands-on. You'll have the chance to visit the lively local fish market, olive groves, lemon groves, and a Mediterranean vegetable farm. So I mean, it sounds idyllic. So you've got, you know, Greek sunshine, and a 7-night hands-on cooking lessons as well. So it's a 7-night, 8-day cookery holiday, with lots of extra bits thrown in. We've then got our truffle hunting in Tuscany, run by Fabrizio. On this fabulous trip, not only will you learn to cook local dishes with Fabrizio, but you'll get to head off into the countryside to hunt for truffles and forage for other ingredients. On this trip, you'll stay in a lovely local villa with its own pool. And on day 3, you can take it easy by that pool while Fabrizio prepares you a farewell meal, showcasing some of his favourite ingredients from the region. So a really nice one, this one. We've also got a yoga retreat in Portugal. They say it'll be impossible not to unwind and rejuvenate during this 6-night, 7-day stay. It's basically a really majestic mountain hideaway. You get daily yoga, 4 workshops, daily guided silent morning forest walks, natural river water to swim in, and it's set in a real stunning natural environment of mountains, valleys, forests and rivers. So it really is a retreat that offers a lot more than just yoga. This is another popular one for us, our horse riding in Mallorca. We've got, this one says intermediates and beginners, but we also do have an advanced option as well. It's staying in a beautiful 13-room, all-en-suite renovated farmhouse that you can see in the image there with its own swimming pool. You get daily horse riding lessons and riding excursions to the beach and countryside, and all your meals are included. So it's an 8-day holiday. You know, so if you've got customers that are interested in horse riding, or you've got a local riding school nearby, perhaps you could promote this to them. But as I say, quite a popular one. And the really interesting thing with this is that the prices don't increase. It stays the same price whatever date you go throughout the summer. So, you know, even if you've got customers that are wanting to go in school holidays, they'll pay the same price. And it is suitable for children. I know we booked one IntelliAgent for her and her daughter, and I believe her daughter was 13, so it is suitable for children too. And then finally, this one is in the south of France, where you'll get to paint, sketch and wine taste, very relaxing. It includes all meals, including wine, beer and soft drinks, and you get twice daily sketching and painting sessions with tuition. And then you obviously get a visit to the local vineyard where you take part in your wine tasting. On this one, it's a great price, and also there's no single supplement for solo travellers. So I've got a little movie to watch on this one. So let's finally move on to some inspirational itineraries, which really should be on everyone's bucket list. So you could perhaps inspire your customers to book these for 2022. You can see a range of the ones we've got here, anything from searching for the Northern Lights, we've got Cambodia, we've got South Africa, Sri Lanka, we've got Costa Rica. Oh goodness, there's lots and lots to choose from on there. We take a closer look at some of them. This one is for Vietnam. I'm desperate to do this one myself, so I always include it. And this one's for Vietnam. So it's a real once in a lifetime trip that really takes you to the real Vietnam. You'll get to meet with locals, you'll stay in rural homestays, in traditional stilt houses. It really is the ultimate off the beaten track adventure. Trail walking and then with an eco retreat at the end. So you do lots of the strenuous stuff at the beginning before you relax at the eco retreat lodge at the end. So you'll get to trek through traditional villages, World Heritage sites, rice paddies. You get to bathe in rural lakes, and then right at the end, as I say, you'll get to relax in an award-winning mountain eco lodge, which I don't know if you can see in the middle picture there, just looks idyllic. All your transfers are included, 9 nights accommodation, and also obviously your local guide as well for the trekking part of the experience. And then a couple we've got in Costa Rica. This first one takes in the North Pacific coast, which has got incredible scenery and beaches. On this one, you get to do lots of exciting stuff, things like you'll zip line, surf and quad bike in stunning locations. You'll meet the locals to really see what life really is like in Costa Rica. Your accommodation, all your breakfast, all your activities that are in the itinerary, and all your transfers and ferries. So you just need to add flights with this one. And then this is another Costa Rica one run by Roberto, our host, a fabulous 10-night private tour which takes you from San Jose to Manuel Antonio. You'll see an abundance of different wildlife, visit local projects, explore volcanoes, hike in dense rainforests, swim in secluded lagoons. It really is a trip not to be missed. And then what about some of our perhaps fabulous shorter experiential itineraries? These again have been really popular. We've had a few IntelliAgents book these in Finland. We'll start with this fabulous 5-night family trip, which includes stunning accommodation in a glass-roofed Aurora cabin, includes transfers, full board meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, warm clothes and the necessary winter equipment. And then it includes so many excursions. So it includes an Aurora expedition on snowshoes, husky safari, an Aurora camp by the lake, Aurora hunting by heated sleigh, reindeer ride and meeting Santa experience. You get a guide for all your organised activities, and you get free use of cross-country skis and snowshoes, get a free use of kids snowmobile 1 hour a day, and complimentary use of toboggans as well. So I'm actually planning to do this one in February myself next year. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one, which is why we've done a little video, which I'll show you. Doesn't that look amazing? I want to stay in one of those Aurora cabins. They just look incredible. This is another one of our Finland trips to see the Northern Lights specifically. Again, it stays in the beautiful glass-roofed Aurora cabins. You get a reindeer and husky safari included, and all transfers and food. So on the Finland trips, all you need to do is add flights to Ivalo. And then the transfers are from there. So we've got a great selection of Lapland breaks, Finland breaks. So head over to the site and take a look at those. And then we've also got this one in Iceland, which incidentally looks like one of the few countries that might be on the green list from the start. So this is our fire and ice experience in Iceland. So you get to journey across glaciers, snake through lava tubes. You've got volcanic beaches. You'll see the Northern Lights if you're lucky, and then you'll head off on the off the beaten track into really true untouched wilderness. You just need to add your flights to Reykjavik airport. Transfers are included, accommodation, and you get things like the Northern Lights cruise included. And they're really good because if you head out on a Northern Lights cruise, and if, for example, you don't see the Northern Lights, what they will do is allow you to go on the next night or the next night if you don't happen to see them on your first night. So they'll do all they can to help you see those Northern Lights. You also get a Golden Circle tour, secret lagoon entrance, lava tunnel, a Reykjavik food walk, and a glacier hike as well. So sounds amazing, and a really good price as well. So do head over to the site and have a look at that one. And then city break add-ons. Don't just book your customers a flight and hotel for a city break and simply leave them to follow the tourist trail. What really makes a city break is getting about in the city, uncovering its hidden treasures, and what better way to do that but with someone local, and perhaps doing something a little bit different. So your local guide will show your customers the places no other tourist will ever find, as well as some of the tourist spots, but perhaps from a more private angle. So you can see there, we've got things like in Florence, where you go on a Vespa scooter for a panoramic tour in the evening. We've got Rome by night private tour. We've got a Lisbon private half-day walking tour. And then you've got some other ones like Spanish cooking class. What else have we got there? Private Paris indoor insider tour by electric bicycle. So some quite quirky things. Krakow's a really good example where you can perhaps bundle together a series of our experiences to really get under the skin of this Polish city. You can maybe start off with the Krakow city bike tour or local foodie tour, and then you can obviously add the popular Auschwitz and salt mine tours, which can all be booked through us. And it's not just city breaks. You can add experiences to perhaps a customer that's going on a package beach holiday. So I imagine after all this craziness of this pandemic, lots of people are probably going to head off for a nice sunshine holiday when they can. But most travellers will take 1 or 2 days off from the beach to go exploring some of the local area. So we've got anything from sea caving and hot air ballooning in Mallorca. We've got guided walking in Ibiza. We've got a cooking class in Crete. And we've got a private sailing day in Corfu. We've even got a lovely wine tasting at the foot of Mount Vesuvius if you've got customers that are travelling to Sorrento. So remember to, by booking before your customers go, they're not only taking away the time and hassle of booking in resort, but they'll know that they'll be with a safe and reputable guide who's really passionate about what they do. And of course, you as agents will be earning commission. So it's well worth you adding these trips on before they go, rather than booking in resort. And here's another short movie that we've got on our Corfu Day experience, sailing experience. I'm hoping that while you're watching these videos, you can hear the music that goes with them, because they do have music that goes with them as well. And you can have all of these videos to promote any of our products on your own social pages, and I'll cover that a little bit later as to how you do that. So that gives you a really good overview of the type of products that we offer. That only just gives you a small selection. We've got lots and lots more on the website, so do go and check out and see what we've got. But hopefully by now I've convinced you that Not in the Guidebooks does have something quite unique to offer your customers, something different. And you'll want to have a look at what we do and perhaps promote them to your customers. But let's take a look at how you can book with us just quickly. So first of all, you're going to need to log in as an agent. If you haven't already registered with us, please do. You can do this by going into the Intelli system, find the Not in the Guidebooks page, and you'll see a registration link, or you can see it on this slide here. It's just notintheguidebooks.com/agent-register. So make a note of that now. And if you haven't already, go over and register. If you're unsure whether you've registered or not, then either hop on chat tomorrow or drop us an email at agents@nitgb.com. Once you've registered, it can take up to 48 hours for your account to be live, and you'll receive an email back from us which will enable you to set up your password. So once you're onto the once you've got your login details, just click on the agent login button on the top right hand corner of the site. Simply enter your username and password and then enter the site and you're in. Searching is really easy. You can search by destination or experience type, and then you can narrow your search down by using any of the other filters. So if you want to search by, if you want to filter by duration, so you only want to see day experiences, you can do that. If you want to filter by the area, so perhaps you've gone to Spain, but actually you only want to see what's available in Seville, for example, you can filter by area, or you can filter by experience type as well. So if you only wanted to see foodie adventures, you can just filter by experience type. Once you've found an experience you or your customer like, you can click through to that specific product page, and this is where you'll find lots more information about that experience that you clicked through on. So this one is our yoga retreat in Portugal. On this page, you'll find out exactly what your customers will be doing, what's included, what's not included, who the host will be, if there's any FAQs, if we've, if perhaps if agents like yourself have asked questions before, we tend to put those FAQs on the page so that other agents can benefit from those questions and answers. And also any reviews for travellers that have perhaps been on the experience before as well. For multi-day itineraries, like the one in Costa Rica we spoke about earlier, you'll see that we have a complete breakdown of the itinerary. So just scroll down on the page and you'll see the itinerary every day, a real in-depth idea of what your customers will be doing, plus some additional images in this section as well. So perhaps if there's lots of different accommodations that they're staying in, we try to include as many of those as possible. Now, because we work with very local hosts, a lot of our experiences are on a request basis. However, we do have live feeds for some experiences, and the way you can identify those is either by, there'll be a check availability button or a book now button. If it says book now, that's a live feed, so you just go through book that and it'll be confirmed immediately. If it is on check availability, we say it takes up to 48 hours to get an answer back from our host, but it's very often back before then. And then we will drop you an email and then you just need to hit the confirm button. Now, if for any reason you're having any problems with booking, you can, or you simply want to get perhaps a little bit sort of an idea of availability for some of our UK accommodation, you can use our chat facility on the website. So you can see that on the slide there. Just enter your name and start your chat. I would always recommend that you write your name and then write Intelli at the end. So I don't know, if I work for Intelli, it would be Debbie Sowden Intelli, and that way our chat guys will know that it's an Intelli agent and know to offer you very, very good service. It's probably a good time now to point out where you can find information relating to our booking terms and conditions. These can obviously be found on our website or on the Not in the Guidebooks page in the Intelli back office system. So please do refer to this, as it will answer a lot of your questions. Some of the sort of frequently asked questions that we've been asked lately is, what is the deposit? Well, you can see there the deposit is 25% of the experience cost. If you are selling a gift voucher or gift experience, then you will need to take full payment on that. And then obviously you've got what our cancellation charge is there. Another question that we get asked a lot is, when is the balance due? The balance is due 10 weeks prior to the experience date. We do not send you a reminder, so you do need to diary that to make sure that you take it from your customer in plenty of time. What we find is that agents tend to take it probably at the 12-week point, just to give them a couple of weeks grace for when we collect it. We get a lot of IntelliAgents asking what their login details or what their password is. Obviously, I've given you the URL if you've not registered with us, and you can find that in the back office system. If you don't know what your password is, then either use the chat facility or drop us an email at agents@nitgb.com. And then another one that we've recently had, where obviously because of lockdown, people haven't been able to travel. We get a lot of IntelliAgents contacting us asking when their customers will get their refund. All refunds go to Intelli head office, and then Intelli head office will in turn refund your customer. So you're always best to check with Intelli head office first before contacting us. So that's taken you on a whistle-top tour of the website. I wish I had time to show you more, but I'm sure you can go on the site and have a look yourself. Now I want to just spend a little bit of time talking to you about why you should be selling experiences and some of the tools we've got to help you, because we've recently launched some quite good tools that you can use. So first of all, make sure you offer experiences to your customers. It really is what makes a holiday, as well as obviously earning you extra commission. So perhaps when you're preparing quotes for holidays in breaks, always include experiences in the quotation. I believe it really will set you apart from the competition. Tell your customers by booking their experiences before they go will save them time. They'll know they'll be with someone who's really passionate about the area, and also their money will be directly benefiting the community that they're visiting. And always choose an immersive experience, an authentic experience, so your customers really experience the place they're visiting as it should be, like a local, rather than on a large crowded bus. Now, we've got a variety of tools to help you sell more. We've got our agent Facebook group, we've got our agent e-newsletter, and we've also got our agent dashboard, which was recently launched, which has some great videos, some of which I've obviously shown you today. So let's take a quick look at these in a bit more detail. First of all, if you haven't already, please join our Not in the Guidebooks Agents Facebook group. You can see it on the screen, so just go search for it, Not in the Guidebooks Agents. By joining this group, you'll be the first to know about any new products, any offers, any late availability. You can also copy and share the content and images from our Facebook page to share on your own Facebook pages to promote our products. It really is a great way to inspire your customers, as often we've got products that perhaps your customers might never have thought of doing. So if you haven't already joined that group, you will find that there's lots of videos on our Facebook group. You can't download those from the group, but you can download them from our website, and I'll tell you how to do that in just a moment. We've also got our agent e-newsletter, which goes out once a week. And that has product updates, special offers, news, so you can receive that, and again, you're welcome to use any of the content that's on there. And then introducing our new agent dashboard. Now this went live probably around 3 weeks ago. And you know, we know how much you love inspiring your customers to travel and try new experiences. So we really wanted to help you do this and perhaps grow your business by providing really useful tools that you can use to easily share content and inspire your customers with new travel ideas. So the new agent dashboard gives you exclusive access to marketing material that you can use on your own pages. And to view that, you simply head to the marketing page from the dashboard. So once you've logged in, you'll see the agent dashboard across the top of your screen. If you click on the agent dashboard or click on marketing, it will take you to this page. There's lots of marketing tools. You've got social media download files, and we've also got a range of PDFs as well. So we've got lots of different social media packs. So every time you see something posted on our agents Facebook group, it will also be added to our social media packs on the agent dashboard. So this is where I was saying, if you see a really nice video on our agents Facebook group, unfortunately Facebook won't allow you to download videos. So what we've done is we make sure we put them all on the agent dashboard, and all you need to do is click on the download social pack button, and then either click either save or open the folder. So it will come up like this. Just open the folder, and then you'll see there's the video, for example, on this one. There'll be a text description, which then you can copy and paste and amend however you want, and then all the images as well. So you simply select the bits you want to use to promote that product to your customers. Now, I've mentioned throughout this presentation, I've shown you a taster of some of our videos. These are really great for social, as they're so much more engaging than images. You're welcome to use any of the videos for your own social pages and to promote our products. And to get them, the best place to come is the agent dashboard. You can email us, but obviously that will take a bit of time. The easiest place is just to come to the dashboard and download the social file that you're looking for. If you do get any problems, then just drop us an email or hook us up on chat. But as I say, they're a really great way to inspire your customers. I'm going to show you a final one. This is for our walking day experience in Ibiza. So, and then if you scroll down towards the bottom of that marketing page on our agent dashboard, you'll find a great range of PDFs that you can email to your customers or again use. I know lots of Intelli agents have used them on their social pages as well, so that's great. We've categorized them by active, creative, destinations, experience types, so foodie, language, wellness. And if you just click on the plus symbol next to each category, it will expand it and you'll see all the PDFs that are in that category. So under it, for example, quirky stays, we've got the iconic camper van adventure, and we've got a generic PDF on all of our quirky mini breaks. If you just want to view it to see what it looks like first, just click on the eye. If you actually want to download it and email it to your customer, then click the download button. And these are just some of the examples of the PDFs that we've got on there. As I say, I know there's lots of you that have been using them on your own social pages, which is great to see. And when we see you sharing our stuff, we always acknowledge and follow. So do get sharing and tagging us, and we'll do our best to follow you back. Just that one thing to mention, when you are using our images and videos, please ensure it's to promote our actual trips and holidays, please. And then finally, you can do some other bits on the agent dashboard as well. You can view your bookings, you can watch training videos and webinars like this one, and you can see all our latest products on one page as well. So I think my time's nearly up, and I know you've got probably got some questions. So let's do a really quick summary. Not in the Guidebooks offers local, immersive, responsible experiences which are sustainable and support local hosts and communities. We offer day experiences, mini breaks and longer adventures and experiential itineraries. We've got experiences around the world, including right here in the UK, along with some great day experiences in the UK as well. We do offer gift experience and vouchers for special occasions, so something a bit different. If your customer doesn't know what date to buy, then they can just buy a voucher and then the recipient can redeem it when they like. And remember to offer experiences to everyone, include them in quotes, bundle together some day experiences to sell to customers that are perhaps on a city break or a package holiday, because at the end of the day, that's extra commission for you. And remember to inspire your customers. We obviously offer a huge range of experiences which customers have probably never thought of doing, whether that's longer itineraries, short breaks, or just simply day experiences. You know, include them in quotes, get them on your social pages, and really inspire your customers to try something new. And remember today, if you haven't already, join the Facebook Agents group, Not in the Guidebooks Agents Facebook group, and sign up to our email newsletter. And don't forget, go onto that agent dashboard now and use those videos, use those images, because it is a really new facility and not many agents are using it at the moment because they're not aware of it. So be the first to get on there and try it. I would really appreciate your feedback. So we are running a competition at the moment for any agents that provide any feedback on our agent dashboard. They can win a Not in the Guidebooks voucher to use on experience of their choice. I'll send those details over to Geraldine and Tricia so you can give us your feedback. So all that's left for me to say is thanks for listening, guys. I really do appreciate. I know it's late. And remember, don't just see the world, experience it. If you've got any questions, then I'm here to answer them now. If you think of anything once we've finished, then just drop me an email at agents@nittv.com.
Thank you, Debbie. Very, very informative. So I don't think there's many questions left to ask, but we do have a few. So I'm going to leave it to Geraldine to address these. And it's just to let everyone know, I know we had lots of videos there, and Debbie, I don't know, but you know, we don't even get the sound.
Oh, do you not?
No, it's a
Oh.
terrible platform, so we see very little. So I just wanted to reassure everybody that that's the bad thing about this platform. It's good in a lot of ways, but it's not great for video. So when you pop onto the agent's dashboard and you can download social media, at least you know that you'll be able to download that video and it will play. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you
Yeah.
didn't, so if you do want to see some of those videos, head over to the agents Facebook group, and you'll see some of the videos on there, so you'll get an idea. But as I say, go onto the, as Tricia says, go onto the agent dashboard and you'll be able to download them. But they are really, really good little videos.
Thank you, Debbie. I'll leave it to Geraldine to ask those questions.
Great. Thank you, Tricia. Thank you, Debbie. And Debbie, it was so thorough. I think you actually did answer a lot of questions that have been raised, but there are a few that I'd still like to ask you. So we had a number of questions, obviously, on the use of promotional materials and that, but as you said, it's all available under the agent dashboard, which looks amazing, actually. Lots of great stuff there, so thank you for that. More specific, is there, so the excursion with the horse riding in Spain, is there actual weight restrictions for anyone to actually join in on that particular excursion?
What you'll find is with things, we've got that particular horse riding one was in Mallorca. We've got lots of horse riding experiences. We've got them in Italy, Spain, I think there's some in France, even South Africa. And what you'll find with any experience where you think there might be a sort of either an age restriction, a weight restriction, a height restriction, anything like that, once you can obviously let us know prior if you're concerned. But what the host does when you make a booking, a questionnaire goes out to the customers, which they fill in so that they can then match that customer with the correct horse, for example. So I don't think there's a specific weight limit, but you know, if you're concerned at all, we can always check with the host. But rest assured, if you did book, you know, the host would always get those details to make sure that you're matched with a horse of the best ability. So if you're only a beginner, obviously they want to know what experience you've had, and they'll want to know things like height and weight so they get the right horse for you.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Thank you for that. We had someone else ask, how far ahead can agents book experience for their clients? So are you going into 2022?
Yeah, that's actually a really, really good question. A lot of our experiences are bookable for 2022. When you go through in the calendar, you can select any dates that are in green. Now, if you do scroll into 2022 and there's no green dates in the calendar, please drop us a chat, because we are just in the process of updating all dates. But we've got that many products on the site that it does take quite a while. So if there is something you're specifically interested in and it doesn't seem to have dates loaded for 2022, don't give up. I'm sure we can get it for you. So just drop us an email, drop us a chat, or give us a call.
Great.
But there is a lot on there that are already, you know, they're already available to book for 2022. So, you know, like some of the longer adventures like Vietnam, Costa Rica, Finland, all of those I know are loaded for 2022.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Debbie. Your Finland, the Lapland that you had presented, look, again, amazing. And we had an agent ask, is it tailored mainly for families with children, that particular excursion? Or
No,
stay, I
not at
should say?
all. Not at all. So that one, I mean, obviously we put a family package together there. But like, for example, I said that I'm actually going to do it next February. Now, my kids are too old to think that they believe in Santa anymore. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be doing the Santa experience. So no, you can basically, you could book the, sort of the basic Lapland package. And then we've got lots of day experiences on the site and you can add any of those in. So it really can be quite tailored to what your customer wants. So do go on and have a look because there's lots of different ones available for Lapland. They were just a couple that I pulled out.
Okay, great, thank you. And I have to admit, I think in the back office, we have it noted that agents actually shouldn't register with you until they're ready to make a booking. But I'm getting the impression that that might be a bit dated and we could probably change that at this point.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. We've, I think at the beginning we said, because we were a bit worried about the influx, but now a lot of Intelli agents have registered. So we're more than happy for you to register now so that when you are ready to make that booking, you're not held up by waiting for your logins to come through. So if you haven't registered already, even if you haven't got a booking to make right now, go on and register, because obviously without registering, you won't be able to access the agent dashboard. So you want to be able to do that to you know, use some of the videos and images to try and get your first booking.
Okay, perfect. That's great. And we'll obviously amend the back office as well tomorrow, so it reflects that.
Great.
What, and there's so many different experiences that you offer. What's your favorite one?
What's my favorite one? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, what a question. See, what's my favorite one? Which one do I
One
want
that
to go on?
sticks
I'm
out.
desperate. I'm desperate to do the Finland one.
Yeah.
As I've said, I've done the treehouse one. I'm really desperate. I want to do the secret London bike tour. I
Oh,
really fancy
wow.
doing
Yeah.
that. There's a secret London bike tour, and I also quite fancy the gin tour in a Mini Cooper as well. Oh, and
There you
then the
go.
other
Tricia
thing,
can join you with that one.
yeah, I quite honestly, and the other one that I really would like to do is the Highland Railway one, because that looks amazing too. So I can't pick one, I'm afraid.
Well, they all sound fabulous. Amazing. And then I think the last question, but a very important one, which a few agents have asked tonight, is, are flights included? And if not, at what point does this become a package? So Tricia, you might also want to just jump in here as well. So flights are not included, correct,
No,
Debbie?
so we don't include flights with any of our packages. So all ours is sort of ground arrangements. So generally, most of our overseas stuff include the accommodation and all the activities, and in a lot of them include the transfers as well. And all you need to do is add the flights to that.
Okay, so in that case, we would not package yet. We will be able to soon, but we can't package yet. You would have to purchase a flight only from one of our preferred partners like Major, which is perfectly okay, and your customer is covered for the flight with a flight only atoll. But you do have to make sure that you tell your customer that they are not atoll covered for the complete package. So they're atoll covered for the flight only. So yeah, and you're quite right to point that out. Or don't forget as well, when you haven't got accommodation, if you're already booking an atoll package through our preferred partners, there's nothing to stop you adding an experience, and that is not a package because you've already booked the package with an atoll partner. So yeah, there's a couple of ways of doing it, but just to be aware, today actually we've started penciling in days for our package travel regulations webinar and our atoll webinar, so do watch this space.
We do find, just to jump in there very quickly, we do find that a lot of Intelli agents, we do get asked that question quite a lot. And And what we have found is that it seems a lot of the time the IntelliAgent will book the package through us, and then the customer will go and book their flights directly. Obviously, like Tricia says, it's important that you point out to them they're not ATOL covered. But we found with experience that that customers seem quite happy, you know, if they're booking a cooking holiday or the horse riding holiday for Mallorca, that they'll just go and add a low cost flight for, you know, £100, and they're not too worried about that. But as long as you point it out, then you're doing obviously your job.
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Yeah,
no worries.
Any other questions?
Yeah, just one final one, I promise, because I see the time. Can you just confirm your Facebook page again, please, Debbie?
Yes,
If you can ask for that.
Yeah, it's not in the Guidebooks agents. So that's not in the Guidebooks agents. What I'll do, Geraldine, tomorrow morning, I'll make a note, and I will send you over a link to that Facebook group. And I will also send you over details of that competition I was talking about, where if they access if they give us some feedback on our agent dashboard.
Perfect. So that I'll put up on our Facebook page, and then the link for your Facebook page, not in the Guidebooks, we'll include that in the back office under the tile, so everyone can have access to that.
Brilliant.
Great.
Okay, I think that's it in terms of questions.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Debbie, for giving up your time. I know we're running late. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. I see just that we've had some announcements today on the opening up of Europe. So it looks as though Tenerife and Fuerteventura and selected Greek islands, as well as Malta and Israel, are pretty much a goer. So that's really encouraging. So I'll bid you all good night, and we will see you back on Thursday at 9 p.m. Then we have your agents Q&A, so it's an open forum of questions. 7:45 on Friday, that's after my gin o'clock session. And then we've got our UK showcase on Saturday. So we've got a busy week ahead, everybody, but we look forward to talking with you again very soon. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Night.